And look at that, we are joining some live poker competition right now. Guys, welcome to Season 33's Eastern Poker Tour $33,000 championship. We're joining the feature table live. We're down to about 14 or 15 players here in Eastern Poker Tour's Season 33 $33,000 championship, part of the Eastern Poker Open here at the Hilton in Milford, Massachusetts. My name is Evan Myers. I'll be hanging out with you this afternoon. We got a blog, we got some comments. You guys can hang out with us as well. We're gonna check right into the table though. We'll talk to you about Eastern Poker Tour and what we're all about and what Eastern Poker Tour has going on and all the great poker play as well, and a new feature that we're really excited about as all the players are mic'd up. So we're gonna listen a lot to their table chat. We're going to figure out what's going on. And right off the bat, Hawkeye, Rich, Hawkeye, Salacis is all in on. All right, action over to Basil Congro. We'll intro Basil in just a sec. He's a former champ himself. All right, and Hawkeye is scooping up the first pot we're seeing here. Guys, sitting in the first seat, Mr. John Rabolo from Rhode Island, currently on $345,000 in chips. In the second seat, Steve Morey with $1.75 million in chips from Rhode Island. He's a double qualifier, so he actually won his way in through a monthly qualifier, and he was yesterday's day one chip leader at the end of the day, which automatically got him a Bar Poker Open Championship bar package, airfare, hotel, all the trimmings to go out to Vegas for the BPO Championship in just a couple months.
Okay. Head just throws him in your direction. What does it do on the square? Been reading the cards.
Yeah, if you notice the field, these cards are thicker. They have a chip in them that reads.
Seriously? Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye's learning a little bit about the chips and the poker and the cards and how they play.
How
do you let him hang around? I put my watch so I could read the cards.
I had King Queen last year.
All right, Rich has ace 6 in second position here. He folds that.
On the square for about 3 seconds.
Okay.
Reads it
And then that's it.
Yeah.
All right, action on Mark, he's out of there. Action on Paul, he's out of there. Basil Congro, 25,000 in the small blind for him to call. He goes all in for $750,000. John right behind him, ace jack suited. Of course, he snap calls in the big blind there. Basil not liking what he sees. Basil Congro, a former Eastern Poker Tour champ. In fact, he's a Bar Poker Open champ as well. Came back 3 years ago from the Bar Poker Open, took that down, and just a few weeks later took down Eastern Poker Tour. 7, 9, 10, Jack. Pair of nines for Basil inside.
Oh, man. More interesting. Wow.
Queen. Wow, it is making it interesting. You hear them talk about it. Look at all those outs for John. 13 outs on the board. And he does hit his king for the straight.
Wow.
Like that, a former Eastern Poker Tour champ, Basil Congro, has been eliminated, and we'll get all the cashes for you in just a few minutes as well.
Shit ton of outs. Holy shit. That's usually what I meant. Yeah, I flopped 23 outs.
Oh, no, Basil might have some chips left here.
But he had his gut shot. He had too many outs. That's... Right.
Yes.
Nobody want one? No, thank you.
All right, next hand. So let's go around the board a little more. In the third seat, we mentioned Hawkeye, Rich Hawkeye Salacis. He's from our charity division. He is also a double stack qualifier. So not only did he start with 100,000, he started with 200,000 in chips this weekend. Just a little while ago, he started today at this feature table with 635,000 in chips. Sitting in the fourth position, Jeff Sir Bowden from our charity division, 515,000 in chips. Mark Brenner from Greater Lowell in the fifth seat, 1.45 million in chips. And Rich has a hand, Jeff has a hand. Let's let them play it out, see what's going on. Rich under the gun, ace queen. My guess is he's going to make a little stab at it right here. Yeah, 50,000 to call. He'll probably push it to maybe 125, 140,000. Let's see, somewhere in that range right there. He's reaching for some chips. He raises to 175,000 in chips. Action on Jeff. Pocket sevens right behind Rich. Does Jeff make a move here? Does Jeff simply smooth call? I don't know. We'll find out.
And now that we're back at the feature table, every hand's a dramatic pause.
Right.
Fold, fold, fold. Everybody's going away. John 8-2 doesn't want to stick around. Let's see what Steve Morey has. King 3 in the big blind, 125,000 to call.
If I go in that hand, I go all in. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right, Rich Hawkeye Salaces takes down another pot. Yo, Mark Brenner, we mentioned in the 5th position, 1.415 million in chips. He played one event, won the event, and won himself a seat to the World Series a few years ago. It's part of our greater LOL. That was pretty awesome. Paul Velastro from Central Mass in our 6th position with 455,000. And mentioned Basil Congro, former EPT champion, Bar Poker Open champion, back-to-back with 850,000 in chips starting the feature table. Here are our payouts, or maybe not here are our payouts, but I got them right here. These guys are playing first place is 10,000 in chips. I mean, $10,000 for first place. Paying out 16 places. Let's see here. 14, 15, 16 all going to get $200. 13th, I think we're somewhere around there right now. There are 2 tables left at this point. We are on a 30-minute delay, so I don't have the exact action. So I'm not going to give you their exact positioning, but I'll run through it real quick here. First place, $10,000. Second place, $6,000. Third place, $3,400. Fourth is $2,400. All right, Rich in the big blind doesn't want to stick around Steve's raise to 175,000, and Steve brings in some more chips. Mentioning the payouts though, $2,400 for 4th place, $1,800 for 5th place, $1,400 for 6th, $1,200 for 7th, $1,000 for 8th, $800 for 9th, $500 for 10th, $300 for 11th, $300 for 12th, $300 for 13th, and 14, 15, 16, $200. So everybody playing right now is making a minimum.
My bad.
Someone got excited.
Rich is voice texting into the microphone. We all know what you're texting your friends, Rich.
Quiet.
All right, let's watch some action. We introduced the people. We will talk about Houston Poker Tour, congratulate all the regional winners, all that good stuff throughout the afternoon. Here we go. We have an all-in. Basil with his King 5. Doesn't have much, 450,000. Steve's going to wake up with pocket queens. It's going to be an easy call, but he is asking for a count. Does he just simply call, or does he actually try and get like Rich out of the hand and isolate, and he doesn't know what Rich has? So I would, I'd isolate. I'd probably raise it 1.5, 1.2, 1.4, 1.5 million, but he might just 465,000 for Rich to make this call, for Steve to make the call.
I'm all in.
There he goes. He does isolate. All in to isolate makes sense with his chip stack size. Hawkeye says, no way. What does Sir do?
I didn't see it, so doesn't matter.
Frank Zappa, Roxy and Elsewhere YouTube.
Oh, nice hand.
All right, Basil Congro has been eliminated. Pulling the microphone right out of there. Well, he hasn't been eliminated yet, but he's predicting, right? Basil does have 9 outs here. And now it's official.
Good play, man, Basil.
All right, congratulations, Basil Congro from our charity division.
Thank you.
Eastern Poker Tours season 33, $33,000 championship here. You know, we get an awesome blog.
All right,
Chris Sevick is on it. He's got pictures of all the action. He's got updates of what's been going on the side tables. You can see our current chip counts right there. Steve's on top with 2.3 million in chips, 46 big blinds. Mark right behind him with 1.415 in chips, 28 big blinds. Sir Jeff Bowden still only got a few big blinds left there. Payouts 10K up front, 6,000. This is pretty cool.
When I see him at the monthly's occasional charity.
Oh, yeah, he picks a spot and pushes.
Yep.
I mean, he's a damn good player.
Paul wakes up with pocket aces.
He's won one of the bar
Yeah.
opens.
No, I know. No, I've seen his pictures.
125. That was a good hand to wake up with.
Paul makes a raise, 125,000. John right behind him with King 8. He gets rid of that. Steve, cutoff position. He's not going to stick around with the 10-9. Remember, we haven't seen the first hand. These guys have been watching each other for quite a while. So, does Steve make a call with 10-9 in the cutoff position here? And he does. He likes his connectors. Rich doesn't want to stick around on the button. Action to Jeff on the small blind. Nah, it doesn't feel like sticking around. We don't know what his cards are. Mark wakes up with pocket 10s. It's only 75,000 for him to call. He's got 1.3 million in chips. Pretty easy. Here's the flop. King 4-6 does not help anybody. Paul, rightfully so, wants to end this hand right now, right here, right now. Even if that king was hit, he knows his aces are ahead. Did anyone hit it? Mark has to think about that. Did Paul really hit it? Or is he just trying to... Yeah, does he put him on ace, king, queen, jack? We are on the internet, so there is no censorship.
See, there's another. We call that one the wife. She always wants 4 king 6.
The wife. That's a good one. That's aces.
Oh, wow.
Mark does make the call.
Texas Hold'em. Aces.
Aces versus 10s. Flop doesn't help, turn doesn't help, obviously. 2 outs, 1 out, because we know a 10 was eliminated. And it's an 8 on the river.
It was for a second.
Paul holds up, doubles up with his pocket aces. Hey, he was mentioning the blog just a moment ago, and if you want to check out what's going on, easternpokertour.com/blog, and you can check out what Chris is putting up there. Such awesome content.
375. So he's got almost $1 million now.
So you realize we had about, let's see, let's start with some numbers here. You want to hear how many people how many people played to get themselves to this? So I did some math earlier, and we have, I think it was, if I'm right,
That was a fishy bet, too. It's been shoveled.
we had 4,600
Makes sense now.
unique players to play Eastern Poker Tour this season.
And pocket 10s have been my hand all night. It's the first time they've done me wrong. It's the only reason I called.
All right, we'll come back to that in a second.
But no one will ever know because we lost the footage from earlier.
Oh, we see an all-in by Jeff, King, Jack, pre-flop. I think he wants just to end the hand right here. That'd be my guess.
Son of a bitch with these chips.
All right.
I know. It's
Jeff takes that down. All right, so we were talking about 3,367 total players, total unique players that played Eastern Poker Tour this season across charity, across pub, and their online league as well.
It's the lighting.
That doesn't help either.
Estimated at over 500,000 entries this season into Eastern Poker Tour, into the various tournaments all over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All those players were spread out amongst 8 great regions. All right, Steve under the gun with 6-5 offsuit.
C2 fold.
He folds.
C3 fold, C4 fold.
Fold, fold. Rich is out, Jeff's out. Action on Mark Brenner.
Can I just subtract? Thank you. I'm good, thank you.
Mark's out. Action on Paul.
Calls.
Paul calls. 25,000 in the small blind. Makes sense. John wakes up with King Jack suited in the big blind. Probably take a little stab at it right here. Protect his big blind. Definitely a defendable hand.
At least have a good tan by the time we're done.
Glad I got a hat on, actually. I feel like it's a little beneficial.
Yeah.
So,
He gets the call.
take care of that. Sorry.
No call right there. So you want to here's the breakout on the regions. Charity had 691 unique players, Central Mass. 322 players. The Framingham region, 386 players. Greater Lowell, 354 players. North Shore, 344 players. Rhode Island, 718 players. And Southern Mass, 504 players. If you're curious, the online, through BPO, the online league, had 48 unique players that don't
There's
play
Ronnie and
any
Nate both in?
Wow.
of the tournament.
I think she's just watching.
Oh, Nate is just watching.
Talking about Ronnie Smith,
They are the power couple. Oh,
a true power couple in Eastern Poker Tour. Ronnie and Nate Smith. Ronnie's at the outside table. I think Nate is watching, cheering Ronnie on.
Okay, I've seen
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
His
know.
wife is right next
Oh,
door.
I didn't know his wife.
150 is a bit.
His wife plays too?
But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we're back. All right, Steve folds his 7-2 action on Mark with his
He had Ronnie at the deal.
King, Queen. Oh, he wins it, sorry. Little behind.
Really?
He was dealing the ball, yeah.
Eastern Poker Tours, season 33. $33,000 up for grabs right now. 10K up top. We've had a great weekend of Eastern Poker Open events. We've had $300 20. We had $300 20K guarantee. We had $120 5K, $180 10K. All sorts of fun events, which there was a pinnacle event, our high roller, $1,650.
Is there a pay jump at 12, you said? Or 13, somewhere in there, right? No big deal.
$157,000 in that prize pool, $52,000 for the winner, our great friend, Brian Hockey. Congratulations, Hawk. All right, action over to Steve Morey from Rhode Island. Jack 6 suited in the small blind. He's going to make the $25,000 call. Blinds are currently $25,000, $50,000 with a $50,000 big blind ante. We are hand number 12, it looks like. 4, 9, 10. Rich has an inside draw. You can see him being a little ahead. 5, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Same inside draw for Rich.
Check.
Check. As you can see, Rich
150.
is the high hand. He throws a little money at it. Hawkeye. I think it was just a few years ago, Hawkeye took down a Foxwoods men's deep stack. I think he won it was a $22,000 or $23,000 payout for taking that tournament down. That was pretty cool. Good thing him. And again, I mentioned earlier, he was a double qualifier. He came in the top 8 in the monthly qualifier twice to get himself that double qualifier. He didn't have to play yesterday and was able to bypass and come right today with 200,000 in chips. All right, Steve is the button. Hawkeye is the small blind. Jeff is the big blind. Mark is first to act under the gun. King 7, he says no way. Paul says nope. John looks at 6-5 in the cutoff. Steve looks at 2-4 on the button. He's not going to stick around unless he just wants to try it. Nah, he doesn't want to try. Hawkeye, small blind, Queen 5 suited, 25,000 for him to call. I don't suppose he's going to fold at all. Is he contemplating to make a little raise since it's just him in the big blind? He's got a suited face card. Makes the call. Sir Bowden painfully
Check.
makes a decision and decides to check. Ace, ace, queen. Rich smashes his queen right now. Could Jeff have had it ace? Is that why he was so pained and having to make a decision there? But Rich, Sir hits his 9. Aces and 9s. Rich bets something there. Even if Rich hit the 9, Jeff can't play with his 3. He's certainly outkicked at this point. Yeah, he doesn't stick around. Money goes over to Hawkeye. So we're talking about players that play a great free pub game every week, several nights a week. All right, there we go. You see our chip counts. 41 big blinds, 2.0 million in chips for Steve. So players play these great pub events all over Eastern Massachusetts, Central Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Players that won or came in the top in points qualify for the monthly qualifier. Several hundred people get together every month for the regional monthly qualifier, and there's usually like $5,000 at stake. Nice little payout for that. And the top 8 move to the championship and get themselves here, free buy-in, and depending on your qualification status, maybe even a double chip stack. Our charity event winners. Charity also collects points, and those who qualify through enough points get themselves to the monthly. And the monthly, again, the top 8 make their way here. The winner from each region also gets a bypass directly to the championship as well.
Little suspect. So, I almost tried something.
What do you want? Off the table?
Hey, and if you want to join the chat, I'll certainly say, hey, what's up? What up, Michael Rodriguez? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Steve, you're welcome. I'll try and keep the stats flowing. Shout out to Dom A. What up, Dom Armano? Former Eastern Poker Tour player. Moved himself down to Florida. Now playing with No Limit Pub Poker down in Florida. And our buddy Jimmy Rivers. No, our buddy Carl Pepitone. Carl and Paula Pepitone. All right, fold action. Nothing really exciting happened in that hand, sorry. Nice to see you on there, Michael. Nice to see you, buddy. All right, hand number 12 is underway. Looks like small blind is Paul, big blind is John.
Okay, do me a favor. Yeah, just put them right in the box. Put them right in the box. 2 seconds. Hold them. Thank you.
All right, Steve misses a hand. You don't often see that, but he action over on Rich 6-4. Hijack position, first call. Steve's somewhere around there. I'm on the delay, so I'm having a hard time. Mark wakes up with pocket aces. What's up, Dom? DJ Dom Armano. I just saw some really cool old school pictures, by the way. Yeah. I won't say what year I think they were from. Action on John, 9-7 offsuit and the big blind. Debating on whether he wants to call Mark's raise on his pocket aces. Mark raised it to $125,000.
I got it. Not advertising.
He makes the call. Blinds are $25.50 with a $50,000 big blind ante. You can see $325,000 in the pot currently. 8-3-8 of hearts. John's got a really weak heart, but nothing to nothing really there. Mark's aces have to be really good. Mark's certainly going to make a continuation bet here. As you can see, most of the hearts, there it is.
We made it.
are available, but is John going to believe a flush at this point?
Grab aces.
Doubt it. And John's out of there. Doesn't want to call the $200,000. Bowden, Jeffrey, Sir Bowden, there, Steve, is a good representation of Eastern Poker Tour. He goes out to the Bar Poker Open last year and he decides to play. Only came in 7th place for $8,000. Nice showing, nice representation there. South Shore representing in the house.
Layer 2 at this table, so that doesn't help anything. You got sunglasses. It's a whirlwind.
Well, yeah, well, I got the lights right now. You know how I feel.
I got the hat, yeah. So.
Talking about the lighting situation.
I don't either. I smoke cigars.
Fair enough.
That's what the hat's for.
Cigars.
Action on Rich, pocket fives under the gun. He's going to make a bet here.
That helps with smoking cigars?
No, it's from a cigar place in Vegas.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. Giving them some advertisement, I guess, huh?
You're on the big screen with it, too.
They for him?
I don't even know.
Option. Down to 11 now, John.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Are we playing 5 and 4? Yeah. That's a little rough,
Let's hope we're the 5.
right?
Right.
That's a little rough to play 4-handed this late.
Yeah.
These blinds.
Especially at the feature table. Well, they might give us something if that's the case. I don't think they want 4 people at the feature table. Our fan base might complain in about a half an hour.
I believe there are 11 players left. You see Rich with his pocket fives. Steve makes a bet with his flush draw.
That would just be awful.
No, because you can't. You just have to put us together at that point, right? If you're going to do hand to hand.
Yeah.
I don't even like going 5.
I mean, it accommodates 9 people.
You could put 10 here. I know they don't have this, but you could play 10.
Well, then they won't. Because you can't see the tables on the cards. We'll do 9.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm not waiting too late. Hopefully I'm still here. That's the goal.
They got another all-in over there.
Yeah.
All right, you see Steve has 10 outs right here.
Where's the other table, right?
Right there with the guy in the red jacket.
Yeah, where everyone's standing.
Yeah.
I like listening to this table banter. It's pretty cool. Rich, 150,000 to call. If he realized he was ahead, he would certainly make the call here. But with the two diamonds out there and the jacks, it's possible. Anything's possible.
Had a nice draw.
I thought you did. You had diamonds?
I did.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do that.
Love hearing their thoughts and how they came up with their decision making.
You'll see.
Yeah, no, I know. You'll see. It's going to be your last day.
Right into you.
Steve on top with 2.1 million, 42 big blinds. Mark right behind him with 1.2 million, 24 big blinds. You can see Paul's got 18, Rich has got 17 big blinds. John and Sir really don't have much to do except shove all in on their next moment in opportunity here. They don't have many blinds at all. Blinds are currently 25 and 50,000 for $50,000 big blind ante. Some of you out west that don't really understand that. Well, the big blind ante is the fact that the big blind pays all the antes on the table. So we're starting every hand with 125,000 in the pot pre-flop. Action under Sir, under the gun. He folds his 7-2.
Good luck, guys.
Hijack position, pocket fives for Mark. Oh, if he knew that Paul right behind him had those pocket queens in the cutoff, he's probably not going to do anything here. He would just fold. But he does. He makes a little raise with his pair. It's a smart move. There's only 6 of them at the table. 135,000 rather for Paul to McCall. And he does make the call. I'm surprised he didn't raise and isolate there. Again, let's get them out of hand. Oh, Mark is not going to like this. Rich has his 2 outs. If we're looking for the set or the quads. But Rich in the big blind with his pocket fives again. What is he going to do this time? Is he going to play it a little different? Is he, he just lost with his small pair, and he shoves all in. Of course he does. That has to be a little angst coming through from the last hand. So Hawkeye shoves all in 810,000. I doubt Mark's.
Count, please.
Push up a little bit more from the
Yeah, he didn't make that call. Action on Paul. Does he raise, re-raise? What's going on here? He has to at least. He's going to make the call though. I don't think he's going to throw away pocket queens in this position. Any pair, and Rich, he knows. Paul's a smart guy. He's a big-time cash player. He did come through us through Central Mass, but he really plays cash, and this is the exact type of situation he would shove here in cash. $675,000 for Paul to make this call. Raise, re-raise. Does he actually think he has kings or aces? It's such a hard. Times. And he does make the call. Paul really loves what he sees now.
Fives. He's got fives. I got queens.
Mark just told Jeff he has the fives.
Then that backfired.
Why didn't you re-raise him?
Mark's telling Paul that he has the fives. I would.
To play a hand with
Yeah,
him in
don't tell Hawkeye that.
with a better hand.
That's what I had last time.
9, 8, 7.
Six in the window?
There are a few outs for Hawkeye.
Ooh, it looked like a six. Smells like a
7
six.
isn't really going to help in this situation, but he does need a 6.
Oh, fuck.
Jake.
Damn it.
Jake. Knockout. Fuck yeah. Yes. Whoa, whoa.
All right, congratulations, Hawkeye. I think he might have been 11th, but again, we're on a delay, so I'm only going to assume we're about that position. We're going to go to a final table probably at 8 like we have been all weekend. Congratulations, Hawkeye, though. Nice. Another cash for another great guy.
Just 4 of those, that's right.
Shit. Yeah.
I noticed you with him. I couldn't believe it.
I thought he was just
Try to
calling
think
to see
about
a
it.
flop.
That's out of like no way.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And if we are at 11th, that would have been a $300 payout.
What, they got 4
pretty
players?
sure I was calling, but
All right, you can see it, 42 big blinds for Steve.
From last year.
Paul just jumped right up with 1.9 million in chips to 38 big blinds, right behind our friend Steve there.
thinking in a second though, like
Well, you have to. You can't just rip it.
If I forgot to mention, Steve, besides being a cool guy, we're talking last night. We're having some food after the tournament, and
Yeah.
he reminded me he came in first place in chip count at the end of yesterday. That earned him a Bar Poker Open full-on package to go to Vegas to play in the championship, airfare and hotel included. That's pretty cool.
And hanging out. Yeah, that's what we were doing.
not fun.
I didn't know anything.
All right, Mark wakes up with King Queen. I'm sure he's going to like that a little better than the 5s that he saw a little while ago. Raises to 125 of those. Paul, 10 jack in the hijack position, weak position, gets rid of those. John in the cutoff, another weak position, gets rid of those. Steve on the button, 8-6 suited connectors over there.
125.
I bet he considers that a suited connector in a strong position. He's got over 2 million. Over 2.
You know what? I'll give you cash. I'll give you cash. Yeah, I'll give you cash.
And he gets rid of it. Action in the big blind. Over to Jeff. Jeff with his king 7 of spades. 65,000 for him to call. He's only got 270,000 left, so is it an all-in moment for him with the suited
He was
face?
making a good play. I thought he was going to fold. What the fuck?
Well, as you can see, Hawkeye's still mic'd up, talking to himself a little bit about what he could have done.
I mean, it's all right. We'll do it again sometime. Sometime soon.
Hey, did they say they were having a 50-50 raffle?
All right. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Oh, you know what? I gotta give him his
Somebody get Johnny 50-50 tickets.
All right.
Maybe I should have called that. shot.
Oh, it looks like we were down to 9 players. I'm sorry, I missed the. I thought that was a hand count up top. I don't know what I was thinking. We are down to 9 players. So right there, our buddy Hawkeye earns $800. No, what is that? An $800 payout for Hawkeye. Congratulations, Hawkeye. $800 richer for you for a free entry. Check out EasternPokerTour.com. Find a region that you want to play in. Go play it. It's that easy. It's really easy. I can't tell you how easy it is.
Were you playing?
Win one night. You only have to play one night. You get to the monthly championship.
Yeah, I didn't make
Get in the top 8 in the monthly championship,
I figured out the trick.
and
Yeah, there's a green.
John.
you can earn your way to this championship.
They look green to me.
John.
How many are left, by the way? Is it 10?
9. Oh, we're at 9. Yeah, we're on the bubble.
We,
Oh, all right.
we are on the
So
final
we did
table
the-
bubble.
Actually, so that hand let you stay here?
Yeah.
I got you guys. You asked for it.
I was happy to move because I was going out of blind, so I couldn't get to a worse spot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're right.
it wasn't going to be a worse spot for me.
Action on Jeff, 60,000 a call, quarter of his chip stack. Got an ace. It's a weak ace, but does he shove right here? Nope, he gets rid of the cards. Mark gets rid of his small blind, Jack 2. Paul
Good, sir.
gets a waka waka waka. All right, our buddy John Rabolo in the first seat, Steve Morey in the second seat, Jeff Bowden in the third seat, Mark Brenner in the fourth seat, and Paul Velastro in the fifth seat. 9 players left.
So if he doesn't have 5 there, just fold.
So based on the format, yes, it is true. There are
We might have got it in.
4 players at the other table. We're
Maybe,
playing.
but probably
I'm not sure if
I
we're
mean,
playing
it's
hand for hand, to be
college.
honest
I
with you,
gotta
but
put someone on
we
something.
are
No,
bubbling
for the
the
six, just got 5,
final
6
table
fold.
right now.
Oh, yeah.
You do things a little different for TV. Steve gets rid of the 6-3. Jeff in the cutoff with his 4-5.
Johnny, you got a stack of reds over there? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Just 100 and 100.
Hard to tell.
All right, Mark, ace-6, and the button raises to 175. John says no, 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 and Mark takes down another small pot, but another takedown, needless to say. Got to thank the Hilton here. They've been hosting the Eastern Poker Open all weekend, starting Thursday night. Lots of great tournaments all weekend. Still got time to come down, by the way. I believe in just a couple minutes, there's a $120 bounty tournament about to kick off, and I think at 9 o'clock, there might be one more satellite. You can check Eastern Poker Tour's blog for the list of events there, easternpokertour.com/blog. Under the guns, Jeff wakes up with ace-queen. He is certainly shoving. Yep. All right, cutoff, Mark. 240 to call, gets rid of it. Paul on the button. 4-3 offsuit says no. John does not want to call either, and Steve, king queen on the big blind, 180,000 for him to call. He is contemplating what he wants to do. It's only 180,000. He's got 1.9 million, almost 2 million in chips. Yeah, you're talking 10% of his stack. Yeah, he does make the call. Flips over his king 10, ace queen. It is a standard race.
Oh, that's the trick right there. Get up, act like you're leaving.
It works. A lot.
All right, we got our flop.
I saw it right in the window, too.
Oh. Mark hits his king on the flop. Does not help Jeff. Jeff in the 9th position. Well done, Jeff. Nice run, though. Jeff runs deep all the time. No, wait. First off, he's
Put you on a lower pair. I figured maybe I had 2 overs on you.
Well, you got the chips to call.
and
too.
like
I mean,
that.
Yeah, well, that's why I pushed.
9th position. That's it. 9th position for Jeff. $800. Jeff is richer, and I'm sorry, Hawk. In his 9th position. I'm sorry, in his 10th position, $500. So Jeff Bowden finishes 9th place for $800. Pretty cool, and I think we're going to go to the final table. We're going to take a break in just a moment, but I want to say, congratulations, Jeff. What a good guy he is. You can see our payouts right there. First place, $10,000 is what's at stake for the winner. $6,000 for second place, $3,400 for third place, $2,400 for fourth place, $1,800 for fifth. And I'm out again. Tenth place, $500. 9th place, $800. 8th place, $1,000. 7th place, $1,200. All right, we are at the Eastern Poker Open in All right, we're here at Eastern Poker Tours Season 33, $33,000 championship. We are about to go on a break for a little while. We'll be back in just a little while. Peace out. See you in a few.